I love the energy, the enthusiasm. Only one.
This is Utah Tech Football and the Lance Anderson Coaches Show, presented by Burt Brothers Tire and Service.
A lot of good work. I'm really proud of you guys.
And hello there. Welcome to the season debut of the Lance Anderson Coaches Show. Rod Zundel here, along with the head football coach of Utah Tech, Lance Anderson. And Coach, it's go time, game week, new era. You joined the Big Sky Conference, and what a hello to the conference moment. You got Montana State coming in Saturday night to Greater Zion Stadium, 8 o'clock kickoff. All they did was win the national championship last year. They're ranked number 1 in the country. Welcome to the Big Sky, Coach.
That's right. This is something we're excited about. We've been working towards the start of the season for a long time. I know we got a tough start with a really good football team coming in, but we're excited to get rolling.
Well, look at the first 3 games. You got defending national champion, number 1 team in the country, Montana State. Then you go to BYU, the Big 12. They're ranked in the top 15 in the country in FBS. Then you go to the second-ranked team in the country, Montana, the following week. That's fun, Coach, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to see some of the very best football teams on our schedule early in the season. It'll be a great test to see where we are, and we're really excited to go out and compete against these teams.
All right, so you've entered your 3rd season now here at Utah Tech. What kind of improvement that you can see from year 1 to right now?
I've seen a lot of improvement. And again, I don't know how many more wins that'll translate to, but we are a much better team than we were 2 years ago, much better than we were last year at this time. I mean, we are more physical. We have more depth. We execute much better. Our guys are, much better in terms of accountability, work ethic. Just really pleased with where we are as a football team. And again, like I said, not sure what that'll mean in terms of wins and losses, but I'm very excited about the improvement we've made.
After your first season, going into your second season, I know you talked a lot about you needed to get bigger and not get pushed off the ball. You accomplished that last year. Have you made even a bigger step in that category this season?
Yes, I believe so. Again, I wouldn't say maybe we're exactly where we need to be, but yes, on both sides of the ball, O-line, D-line, our front 7 on defense, I mean, we are bigger. We are more physical on both sides of the line of scrimmage. I think we've got more depth. So yes, I think we match up much better with the teams on our schedule.
Besides being bigger and stronger, you wanted to get more speed. Have you addressed that? And do you have more speed so you can stretch the field out more than you had the first 2 years?
I really feel like we do at all positions. And I mean, you look at the linebacker position, you look at DB, and a place where we really needed to upgrade was the receiver position. And I know we still have a lot of questions there, but I believe at that position too, we are more athletic. We have more speed. We have more guys capable of making big plays with, run after the catch, things like that. So yes, we have definitely upgraded our team speed as well.
Yeah. Now, watching practice all through fall camp, I noticed a difference from the first 2 years here with you. They seem to be more in tune, not as many as mental mistakes as you had the first couple of years. Do you sense that? And does that excite you about this group?
I really do. I feel like our guys are locked in. They're accountable. And I feel like the execution has been better. Going back to spring ball, going back through fall camp, I think we're starting to get a better understanding and grasp of the offense, the defense, the techniques, the fundamentals at each position. And we are getting better, and I would hope that translates to better execution on the field on Saturday night.
All right, so fall camp is over, your game week preparing for Montana State. What did you want to accomplish this year in fall camp to get you ready for such a rigorous schedule?
I think the big thing is just the consistency, the work ethic, the accountability of guys, and I think we are definitely there. I think our guys understand how to work. They know why we need to work the way that we do. I think we're getting much more consistent with our performance as well.
All right, let's talk about a few of the positions, starting with quarterback. You got to be pretty confident. You have 3 quarterbacks that all have college starts under their belt. First of all, Bronson Barbin, former Dixie Flyer, he has started a few games here last couple of years.
Yeah, we've had a great competition at the quarterback position going all the way back to last spring. You mentioned Bronson Barbin, who started the majority of the time for us last year as a redshirt freshman. I've seen him take some big steps where I think he's more consistent. He's better with his decision making. I think all that experience that he got last year will definitely pay off.
Then you had a transfer from Utah State. C.J. Tiller played at Utah State, also started a bowl game against UCLA when he was at Boise State. Talk about him a little bit.
Yeah, CJ brings a lot to the quarterback position as well. Being part of some good programs at Boise State, Utah State, starting Boise State's bowl game against UCLA a couple years ago, brings some good experience. And he's athletic. He has some real tools. He throws the ball well. And he's been a great part of that competition as well.
Then Deacon Hill, 2 years ago, came in from Iowa, started 4 games, injured, missed all of last year, but he's back and healthy.
He is, and I believe Deacon's last year at Iowa, I think he started like 9 or 10 games. Started 4 games before being injured 2 years ago, out all last season. And Deacon's worked really hard. I mean, he's a big kid. He's gotten himself in a lot better shape. He is surprisingly athletic for a kid his size, throws the ball really well. So with those 3 guys, we've had some really good competition at that position.
Last year, you used a 2-quarterback system, Bronson Barbin and Reggie Graff. This year, are you want to try to get one guy and keep it that way, or are you going to try to see who shows up when it game time?
We would love to find one guy and he's the guy and he plays well, but just the nature of college football, I mean, there are going to be injuries, there are going to be ups and downs, so it's great that we have 3 guys that are very capable. But I'd love it if one guy just steps up and takes the lead there, takes charge, but we know we've got 3 very talented guys in that room.
And they all have strong arms.
They do.
They
all throw the ball very well.
Yeah. All right, so when you look at the running back position, you got one guy coming back that had the majority of the carries last year in Asa Chapman. He's back as well. And you got a couple other guys that are going to be playing some good minutes as well.
We sure do. Asa Chapman had a really good redshirt freshman year for us last year. Ran the ball well, also caught the ball well out of the backfield. Really hard worker, does things the right way. So we're excited about what Asa can do this year. Kona Kroll is back, and Kona missed most of the second half of the season last year.
This was his last game against, I think, Austin Peay.
Yep.
And he scored his only touchdown.
Yeah, and then unfortunately missed the rest of the year with an injury, but he's back and healthy. Junior Curtis, who's a freshman that we've added, has done really well. There's still some things he's learning, but he's a very talented running back, and we got a couple other guys in that room as well. So we feel like that's a strong position for us.
Do you feel like you're better suited at the running back as far as depth, breakaway, strength, all that sort of thing?
Oh, I do. I think we got a talented group of guys there, and we're looking forward to finding ways to get them the football and allow them to make plays.
Now, you mentioned this earlier. You really needed to upgrade the receiver spot. From the looks of it, you're able to stretch the field and all that. You have some newcomers from transfers. Let's start with Mike Williams, transfer out of southeastern Louisiana. He's really had a good spring and fall.
He really has. It was great to get him here in the spring. Really gave him time to learn the offense. One thing, Mike can really run. He's got some speed, and he's had a lot of big plays for us during the spring and here in fall camp. So we're excited to see what he can do for us this year.
And then Darnell O'Quinn out of a community college transfer. He also played at Southeastern Louisiana. He's a big dude.
He is, and also very athletic. He was at Southeastern Louisiana, was at Mississippi Junior College last year, and he's another guy that just brings more athleticism and speed to that position.
That's former BYU transfer Prince Zombo. Didn't play much last year, but he's had a good fall camp as well.
Prince has really taken a step forward. We've seen so much improvement from him from last season. It started in the spring, has continued through fall camp, and I really feel like he's in position where he'll help us a lot this year.
Isaac McMullen, a transfer out of Southern Virginia. Boy, he is a scat back and also your punt returner.
He is. I mean, he had a lot of honors and accolades at Southern Virginia, played really well there before his mission. We're glad he's here, has made some big plays in the pass game and returns punts.
Then this guy right here, number 14, Will Green, played well last year at fall camp, got injured, missed most of last season, but he has really had a great fall camp, and he could be a go-to guy.
Oh, he's a really good football player. I mean, you look back, and that was a big loss for us last season, losing him late in fall camp for the season. But he's just gotten better and better. He's a big target. He's a big physical receiver, really good hands. He'll go up and get the football. It's really going to help to have him healthy.
Saw a couple other highlights there of Jaquil Mitchell out of Dixie High School. again, you see these guys make the jump and the improvement from a year ago. Didn't play much last year, but he's making plays.
He is, and Jaquil got better and better as the year went on last year, had some big catches for us, but he's just become much more consistent. I think he's become much more familiar with the offense, and we expect some big things from him this year as well.
And Dejon Harrison, played it for the Texas Longhorns, transferred here a couple of years ago, has been injured, hadn't played a lot. Got some time last year, but he's also making an impact.
Yeah, I mean, Dejon, started his career at Texas, went to Connecticut, was a guy we really had high hopes for. He's really not been healthy since he's been here. I think this fall camp has been the first time since he's been here that he's been healthy for an extended period of time, and it has shown. He's also a guy with great speed, playmaking ability. He's made a lot of big plays throughout fall camp.
You've been trying to find playmakers on the offensive side of the football. It seems like this year, compared to your first 2 years, you have guys you can rely on to make plays.
I really believe so. I mean, and I know that was a big question mark coming into the season, but I really feel like we've answered a lot of those questions in fall camp with a lot of the guys that we've just talked about. I think these guys are very capable of making plays. We got to find ways to get them the football, and I think they will be playmakers for us this season.
All right, other side of the ball, let's talk defense. Got a new defensive coordinator, Ray Clark. Let's just go through what you're excited about this defensive scheme and the players that you have.
We've been able to keep the system consistent. Ray Clark was with us in the 24 season, went to Arizona State. We were able to get him back here as the coordinator, and I think he's done a great job. And I think he's really taking our defense to the next level with keeping a lot of things we've done, but bringing some things from Arizona State. And we're excited about what we can do on defense this fall.
Got some guys back. Got Marley back, Brendan Jackson back. So on the defensive line.
Yeah, you start up front with those guys. I think Marley Sagapolo is a really good football player. He's a great leader. He's physical. He's tough. I think Brandon Jackson is a guy that's developed a lot during his career here, and we expect those guys to be leaders for us up front.
Your DBs and linebackers, you got some experience coming back.
We do. Really pleased. You start with the linebacker position, and Dalen Love had an outstanding freshman year. You look back, it was hard to believe he was a true freshman with all the things he did. But you have some guys there like Moy Posse and Helaman Ofa Hingawe, I believe, has had a tremendous fall camp. We had a freshman coming back from his mission, Luke Hansen, who's gotten better and better. So I think we got some good depth there at the inside linebacker position. We returned guys on the outside linebacker like Will Olavow that had a great year. We've had a couple really good transfers there, Aiden McCumber, Leka Tuakoi. We expect them to help us. And then, you move on to the secondary, and we do return a lot of guys in the secondary, whether it's, Jeremiah Jamo, Brevin Chisneka, River Moore, Quincy Leger, who's, tremendous. We got some good experience there in the secondary as well. And I thought last year we made some real strides on defense. I'm excited for us to take another step and play even better this season.
Well, last year you got a lot bigger and stronger in the defensive secondary. This year you maintained that. These guys are not small dudes.
No, they're not. I just remember being out recruiting in May and, visiting all these high schools and then coming back for our summer workouts. And, you look at a Jeremiah Jamo and a Brevin Chisneka and a Quincy Leger, a River Moore. These guys are good-sized guys. They're well put together. They're a good group of kids, and I'm excited to see them go compete.
All right, got to give a shout out to our sponsor of the Coach Show, Burt Brothers Tire and Service on Sunset Boulevard. Reliable maintenance and expert service for your vehicle. Burt Brothers Auto Care, done better. Proudly serving Utah families since 1991. Burt Brothers, big shout out to you. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have a couple of those players that are going to be on the field making an impact Saturday night against the number one team in the country. That's when the Lance Anderson Coaches Show comes back.
Utah Tech. Watching is good, but being here is better. Get your tickets and experience Trailblazer Athletics live with football, men's basketball, women's basketball, and baseball. From the opening kickoff to the final out, there's nothing like being there when it happens. Get your tickets today at tickets.utah.tech.edu. And new this year, admission is free for all regular season home volleyball, men's soccer, women's soccer, and softball games. No ticket needed. Just show up and cheer on the Trailblazers. Come and be a part of Utah Tech Athletics.
And welcome back to the Lance Anderson Coaches Show. Let's welcome in a couple of Trailblazers. First, Dalen Love, linebacker, sophomore out of San Jacinto, California. You are returning as the leading tackler. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
And then offensive lineman Matthew Snar. Matthew is also a sophomore returning out of Draper, Corner Canyon High School.
Yep.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And we were just talking before we get to anything else. You played for Eric Kerr at Corner Canyon High School and one of the top teams in the country, and now he's the head coach at Weber State. You're going to go play your old high school coach. That's kind of rare.
Oh, it's going to be so much fun, especially because, I don't know, he builds relationships with his players back in high school so well that it's just been fun to go see him, go try to beat him over there at Weber, so it's going to be fun.
And you got some players that you played with at Corner
Oh,
Canyon.
yeah.
You got some motivation that final game of the season.
I feel like half their team's from Corner Canyon, so it's going to be fun.
All right, well, that's, November, late November. Let's start talking about this week, guys. Defending national champions, number one team in the country coming here, Big Sky debut. Dalen Love, just talk about this moment because it's big time with a great opportunity.
It's a great opportunity to be able to face like a great opponent, go out there and just show what we could do as a team and just show what we have been building. So, yeah.
Matthew, just talk about the opportunity that sits right in front of you.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't get any bigger than number one and defending national champion with a chance to knock them off.
And especially because we have a home field advantage too. They get to come down here. We've been practicing so hard in the fall in this heat, so we have that going for us. And just the opportunity to go against such a great team is just a huge blessing.
Okay, you both were here last year. Dalen, talk about what you see and that excites you about this team compared to a year ago, the improvement.
I think that we're more bought into like the coach's plans. I think that everybody just took another step going forward, just improving, just following like directions in a sense, and just like wanting to get better.
Matt?
Just my thoughts would be just on the offensive line, we're just so cohesive and working together. There's no one guy. It's just everyone's got to work together, and we've seen that through fall camp. It's been awesome, especially Cade, taking control at center.
Cade Draper.
Cade Draper, yeah, he's doing a great job just helping everyone out, especially the new guys that are being right guard and left guard, just helping those guys out, just learning all the plays. It's been awesome.
And it's got to be a confidence builder because you have some experience coming back in both positions, linebacker and offensive line. Just talk about that and how you guys are gelling together because you played some guys returning along with you.
I just think that we have like the chemistry with the guys. We're able to just pass on, not really knowledge, but knowledge in a sense, because like just game time experience. Because like when you actually get out there, it's a whole different speed. So. Just trying to get the guys to understand that is like a good thing to do.
On paper, our offensive line is super young, but if you look back to last season, Cade Draper, started 8 games, played in a lot of those. And then also Pessy coming back, he started a couple games for us. On paper, we're young, but we're just, the offensive scheme is just well rooted into us for the upcoming season. So.
And Coach, on paper, when you look at the bios and the rosters, this is a big offensive line. This is probably the biggest offensive line that Utah Tech has ever had.
Yeah, we got a big group of guys, and like Matthew said, we're relatively young, but I think we're a very talented group. A lot of these guys have experience where, Matt and Cade both started as freshmen last year. We returned several other guys with experience, whether that's Jacob Zarate and Pessy Fanua, where these guys have played in games. And so I thought that was one of our most improved position groups last year, and I've really seen that group take another step this year. So we're very excited about that group.
Offensive line, like first half of the season, you guys were top 10 in the country in keeping the quarterback clean, not allowing sacks. So you got something to shoot for again this year.
Exactly, yeah. Just stay on top the whole season this time. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Dalen Love, talk about your new defensive coordinator, Ray Clark. Just talk about his style compared to Moynihan from the last couple of years.
I just think he brings like a more different energy to like the group, I'll say. He's more vocal, and like I think it pushes us to go like to want it more. So I think the aggressiveness that he has and brings, that it just drives us to go.
And I've seen him, he's got a quick first step on how excited he gets.
Yeah, he does.
And he can jump high when he gets excited.
He does. He does. He goes.
Yeah. All right, Coach, talk about Dalen and what he brings back this year, not only in experience but in talent.
Yeah, Dalen is a very talented football player. He's what you look for in a linebacker. I just remember seeing his high school tape and how excited I was about that. the thing that was so impressive last year as a freshman is how fast he learned, how quick he picked things up. And I think at the linebacker position, great linebackers have a great feel for playing that position. They have great instincts, and that's something that he really does.
Yeah. And then for Matthew Snar, it's good to have a couple of these guys coming back, like Cade and Matt.
Like, I thought that Matthew played at an outstanding level last year, got better and better as the year went on, and that has just continued. You've seen it all off season with his work ethic, the way he practiced in the spring, how detailed he is, how hard he pushes himself. I mean, he's very motivated. He works hard on the field, in the classroom. That's the kind of guy you want, and he's turned into, outstanding offensive lineman.
All right, Dalen, tell us a little bit about yourself. We know you grew up in San Jacinto, California.
Yeah.
Talk about all the good stuff growing up and getting here.
So I have 5 brothers.
5 brothers.
Yeah, 5 brothers.
Where do you fit in?
I got 2 younger and I got 3 older ones. Yeah, so growing up, we always playing football, always competing with each other, fighting, all that's good stuff, brotherly love. But I didn't really really start getting into it until I'll say like middle school year. My dad really, seeing my older brothers playing, going to college and stuff, it really like pushed me to want to go. And then high school, I tore my knee. So I had to sit out a year, but senior year I came back, was able to compete, got a full ride.
Yeah, and what did you notice about him when you saw the tape?
Oh, just so athletic, runs well. You look at his length and playmaking ability, just a really talented athletic linebacker.
So you talk about competing against your brothers and fighting as well. Mm-hmm. Did you win any of those battles?
Yeah.
Especially against the older brothers?
The older brothers, it's just little brother syndrome, so they always beat on me a little bit.
Yeah.
But
make you tough?
Yeah, make you tough. It's just tough love, so I always appreciate them for that.
All right, Matthew Snar, tell us a little bit about you.
Growing up, my parents always tried to push us to be the most competitive that we could be. Both my parents played collegiate sports, so that was kind of a standard that was set pretty early on. And then growing up, I was the youngest of 5, so I saw my sister go and play college volleyball, and I thought that was so cool. And I just, from then on, I just kind of set that goal. Like, I want to be the best that I could be at my position. I'm the only one in my family that plays football. My dad played basketball, my mom played volleyball, and then my brothers and sisters played basketball and volleyball. So playing football was kind of new to everyone. And so it was fun to grow, and my dad was there alongside me the whole time too. Just even though he didn't play football, he was always there helping me, trying to get me better. So.
All right, got to give another shout out to one of our great sponsors, Southland Electric. For over 30 years, Southland Electric has delivered dependable electrical solutions for residential homes to complex commercial and high voltage projects safely, efficiently, and with excellence. Southland Electric, powering communities and building trust. All right. Here we go, Saturday night, 8 o'clock. New era in the Big Sky Conference. The number 1 team in the country, defending national champ Montana State. And when you look at them, 2 words, All-Americans, all over the board. Let's start with their quarterback, Justin Lamson, one of the top 3 quarterbacks returning in the country.
Yeah, really good football player, throws the ball well, but also very athletic and can run the football too.
So, yeah, he got a good arm, but his damage is done right here running the football.
Yeah, very, very athletic, very talented. Led him to a national championship last year, so we got a good challenge ahead of us.
Dalen, you pay attention to that guy?
Yeah.
And then he got a guy by the name of Taco Dowler, a returning receiver, and also one of the best punt returners and kickoff returners in the country.
Yeah, I mean, he had a pretty long punt return against us 2 years ago, and just his playmaking ability, his ability to catch the football is impressive.
Then Dalen, you got to worry about another All-American, Adam Jones, the running back.
We're just here. We're just trying to stop the run. We're gonna follow our plan. Just what we got going.
And Coach, the twin brother of Taco Dowler is a stud all-conference on the defensive side as well that Matthew's going to have to worry about.
Yeah, no, outstanding defensive back. So, those are two good football players.
So, Dalen, when you look at that, they got All-Americans across the board, returning all-conference players, defending national champions. Yeah. What's that like, getting ready for these guys?
It's exciting. Going out to go compete against that type of competition with that type of label on their name, it just gives me like a spark to just want to go out there and compete and just show like what I could do.
Yeah. And Matthew, on the defensive side for the Bobcats, they lost some really key players, but they brought them in as well. So just talk about what this offensive line and the whole offensive unit is thinking about, because you've got to score, because it's tough to stop this Bobcat team.
Yeah, I mean, up front they're really big. They're always super big. So it's there's not a lot of movement going on. They're really physical, hard hitting. So our offensive line coach, Coach Sweet, he's doing a great job in prepping us for their schemes and prepping us for their backers, the way that they tilt, the way that they come together. Just really prepping us really well for that defense.
Yeah, you got a new offensive line coach, Coach Sweet, that has 3 Grey Cup championships in the CFL, bringing some big-time experience.
He is, yeah. Chris Sweet spent a long time in the CFL. He's a really good offensive line coach, and I think he's done a great job with our offensive line since he's been here.
All right, guys, countdown is on. Saturday night, 8 o'clock kickoff, right? You ready, Matthew?
Yeah, I'm so ready.
Dalen?
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
Coach?
We're ready. We're excited.
All right. The kickoff is set for 8 o'clock at Greater Zion Stadium against the #1 team in the country, against the defending national champion, Montana State Bobcats. We'll have our pregame show beginning at 7 o'clock on Trailblazer Sports Vision on YouTube and the Fan Sports Radio. So, guys, no better opportunity right in front of you right now, right?
I'm so ready.
Let's get her done. All right, we'll see you Saturday night, Greater Zion Stadium. Big Sky opener. See you.